everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Pretty. Today's video is a part of the YouTube blog hop for Crafty Meraki. So I'm using this beautiful stamp set called the Fluttering Wings. This is designed by Alex Siberia for Crafty Meraki for their new release. And I'm going to stamp that onto this white cardstock using Memento Black Tuxedo ink. And I'm going to do some Copic colorings. And that's the reason why I chose that ink. This stamp is quite large. It is a background stamp. So if I put the paper to the edge of my Misty, I wouldn't be able to get the entire stamp the way I wanted. So I wanted to shift the paper in the center of the Misty. And in order to do that, in order to make sure that my paper doesn't move while stamping, I also put some tapes underneath it so that it holds the paper really well. And then I'm going to just stamp this image multiple times. Again, because this is a large image, it took me a couple of times to get the impression all right. And then once I was done, I'm ready to color. So I'm going to start off coloring using this Copic color C5, and I'm going to go over this color with blue. And the reason I'm using C5 is I want the blue that I choose to look a little more deeper in that place where the color would be the darkest on a butterfly. So I'm going to do B66 as my darkest color. Sorry about that. I started off with my lighter blue, but that was not what I wanted to use. The actual color I want to use is B66. And then I'm going to fade this out with B63. And I'm going to repeat this all through the entire background of butterflies. And again, as I said, the reason I used that gray at the beginning, which is called underpainting, is because I wanted the blue to look much deeper than what it is. Anyway, I want to talk to you a little bit about this hop itself. So as I said earlier, this is a YouTube hop, and this hop is to celebrate the Crafty Meraki Hug release, and there are some beautiful stamps and dies released in this created in this particular release. Bindu, who's the owner of the store, is just one of the most nicest people I've ever met. She has the sweetest heart ever, and her entire theme, or the message of her company, is crafters helping crafters, and really her stamps and all her dies have that message so clearly cut out in them. So again, this release is celebrating her new release. She had one in October, but this is her second release, and it's just marvelous. And I'm guessing you are coming from the very talented Lian's hop, and after me it is, oh my goodness, I can't even believe that Laura Bassin is after me. So don't stop. Move forward, go see Laura Bassin, and she's going to blow your mind out, because she has been blowing my mind out for years now. So yeah, so the next stop from here is Laura Bassin, and I can't imagine ending a hop with such a beautiful card, or with such a beautiful on such a great note. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this blog hop. So that's a little bit about the hop, and I've got all the details of the blog, and there's also a giveaway for you to join just because, as I said, as Bindu celebrating this release, she's really she has a beautiful giveaway as well. So I don't know, I'm losing words, I suppose. Laura Bassin just took the words out of my mouth, I suppose. Anyway, so all the description is in the description box below, so I have all the details of the hop and everything. So while I was blathering away, I just finished up the coloring here using the same method. And now I decided to add a little shadow underneath each of these butterflies. I wanted these butterflies to look that they are lifted off the ground. So I just added a very slight shadow, and this I'm doing using BV23. I mean, you can go all out and make the shadows farther away from the butterfly so it looks like the butterflies are flying above. I You can do all that, but I just wanted to keep it very simple, and I just added the shadow very close to their bodies, so you can see them. Just going to add BV23 all around it, and then I'm just taking this black marker. Remember, I told you earlier that this stamp did not, I mean, it's a large stamp, so it takes it's really hard to get good impression. And Memento Tuxedo Black ink, though it's an amazing ink to do Copic coloring, I find that it's not the crispest. Why am I not getting the word? The crispiest black ink in the market. You have to stamp it multiple times. So all I did is I just took a black ink and filled in all the bodies. I wanted all the bodies to be black, and then every place that I felt that it could go a little more darker, I just added some more black ink using my Copic marker, just my black Copic marker. Now here I've taken an Indigo Prisma color pencil, and I'm just going in the darkest places, and I'm adding some flick lines to show some texture on the wings. So just from the darkest point, I'm just flicking away a few lines using, like really thin lines, using this Indigo marker. Then I'm taking this Lilac Prisma color pencil, and I'm going to add a little bit of purple shade around the wings of the butterfly. Just a few butterflies, not all of them, just a few of them. I'm just adding this lilac color, and I just like that two-tone of these butterflies, and I'm going to do that also using this light aqua pencil. So again, I'm just picking a few butterflies here and there, and I'm adding the light aqua, and a few of them with lilac, and some of them also have both the colors, the lilac as well as the aqua in it, and that just gave a whole new dimension to this this beautiful background stamp. I mean, I love this background stamp. Isn't it amazing? And look at all the butterflies. Of course, you can just use this background stamp just like that, cut it down, and then put a sentiment, and you're all done. But I wanted to do further with this. So once I was done coloring with my color pencils, what I did is I took a white gel pen. I'm showing you a black, actually it's white. Here you go. There's a white gel pen this is not actually a gel pen, this is the Posca paint pen actually, and I'm going to just start draw in some details on the butterfly's body and the wings, like just add a few dots here and there, and then add some detailing on their bodies as well, just to give some extra on those butterflies. Very subtle details. I'm not taking away from all the coloring that I did, but just enhancing some of the butterflies a little bit more, and then adding some detail elements to their body itself. Remember, I had colored all the butterflies' bodies with that black Copic color, so I just wanted to add a few white spots here and there to show the bodies, especially on the larger butterflies, just to show the body of the butterfly. So I'm just going to continue adding the dots, and now that I've all done, I'm just going to keep this aside. I'm going to take another cardstock, and I just want that one butterfly from that entire background stamp. And I'm just going to stamp that again using the Copic friendly ink, the Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And once I'm done stamping that, I'm going to color this using some yellow color. So I'm using YR15, Y38 and Y35. Now I'll have all the colors in the description box below as to what I've used to color this butterfly. So I'm doing the same thing again. Again, I haven't used any underpainting here. I just went directly with the colors that I wanted, but I'm going to add shadows with some Prisma color pencil. So here I'm using Crimson Red color pencil, and I'm just adding where the darkest part of the wing would be, and then I'm going with yellowed ochre over it. No, not yellowed ochre, what is it? Yellowed orange or sunburst orange or something like that. Again, I will have the colors in the description box below for you, and I'm just going to blend this out a bit to give some life to this butterfly. And once I'm done with that, This is a canary yellow, just to brighten up the butterfly a little bit. And then I'm going to take the black pen, and I'm going to outline this butterfly once more, and I'm going to fill it up with black um, ink using the Copic black Copic ink. So I'm just again, because I keep saying again. I don't know how many times I said that, but anyway, I just added this black ink or the black pen all over the outline of the butterfly, and then I'm just going to fill in the thicker part of the black with this Copic color, and then you can just see how that butterfly suddenly got some life in it just by adding that black all around it, isn't it? I'm just watching it and I'm like, that really looks nice. Anyway, so once I'm done adding all this black ink, I'm going to fussy cut that using a scissor. I just want one of the butterflies to be yellow and all the other butterflies to be blue. So just a pop of color in this beautiful garden of butterflies. I'm just doing some final touches of the thinner black lines, and here you can see I've gone ahead and fussy cut that. Now I'm going to take a bunch of circle dies. This is a really old nested circle die set that I've had. I think this is from Spellbinders. I don't even know Spellbinders makes those circle dies anymore. And I've cut out a bunch of circles using different sizes from that background stamp that we colored. And now I'm just going to start laying it. So I'm creating a slimline card. And my idea is to show butterflies fluttering upwards. So I'm just building this scene by adding those circles in different places and different sizes all over this slimline panel. And then I'm going to take this sentiment from the stamp set, and the sentiment reads, "You were born with potential, you were born with goodness and trust, you were born with ideals and dreams, you were born with greatness, you were born with wings. You're not meant for crawling, so don't. You have wings, learn to use them and fly." And that's by Rumi. Rumi was a Persian poet. So yeah, so this is a little piece from his from one of his poems, and it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. Anyway, so I just went ahead and stamped that onto that panel using a really dark black pigment ink, and now it's time to adhere those circles. So I'm just taking various pieces and I'm going to add a few using just liquid adhesive and directly onto the card panel, and then some of them I'm going to pop them using foam tapes. So I just wanted different various heights of circles along with different sizes of circles. So here you can see I'm just adding some foam adhesive. So I just need to add the foam adhesive to one side of it because I don't want the entire. In fact, I don't know why I did that, because on that piece actually I could have added foam adhesive on both of them because I actually put those pieces flat. I wasn't thinking, you can see. Anyway, so I'm just adding up these pieces where I think they would look nice, and now I'm just adding the last of the circles that I created. There are days for you when you're crafting and you're in the zone. Actually, I was listening to a book while I was doing this, and I was enjoying the book. So I clearly, you could see I wasn't thinking when I was adding those foam tapes. Anyway, here I'm just adding some additional foam tapes behind the yellow butterfly that we painted earlier, and I'm just going to add that right above that sentiment. And I also went ahead and created another sentiment strip, and this is called Change is Beautiful. It's from the same stamp set, and I went ahead and embossed it onto a black cardstock using some white embossing powder. And here I've taken a black ink and I'm adding some dots of different sizes in some selective places around the circle. I love adding dots, and I don't know, in my mind, visually, I feel like that panel suddenly gets a lot of life. Or maybe it's just me who doesn't like too many white spaces. I don't know what it is, but I love adding dots. Anyway, so you can see I'm just adding these black dots all over. And then I'm going to take some blue gemstones. Again, I love adding gemstones whenever possible. So, and as you notice, I'm not adding too many different colors in this panel too. I'm sticking to the same black, same blue, and the white theme, and just keeping just that butterfly as a different piece, as yellow as possible. I mean, as different. And then I'm just taking that colored panel, and I'm going to mount it using more foam tape onto this side folding slimline note card, which I've chosen in dark blue or navy blue shade. And then once I'm done with this, pretty much this card is done, but I needed to do a little bit more. So I added some glitter pen and then on the wings, and then I added some Nuvo crystal drop or glossy accent if you have, to the center of the body, just to give a little bit of dimension to that one special butterfly. And that pretty much completed this card. I really hope you enjoyed this video and you're enjoying this hobby. Leave some love for everybody, and I will see you next time, and make sure to visit Crafty Meraki store. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.